Hey everyone, welcome back to the farm. It's Brad with Batchelder Family Farms, and we've had snow and now the thaw is here right before it snows again. So we're going to walk you through today kind of what we did the last video show on what animals do for winter, and then now we're kind of in that in-between spot where we've got to prep them for the next big batch of bad weather. So we're going to get everything taken care of today, feed a bunch of snacks to the pigs and the chickens, and treats to the bison and Tricky and the donkeys here, and just try to get them prepped for the next big blast. Stick around. Here's one of our picnic tables. You can tell that, that's a good amount of snow, and it's melted too a little bit. So we had a really good amount of snow that covered the ground here just south of Kansas City, and really caused us to make a few adjustments the last few days. But now it's melting until about 48 hours from now, and then we're supposed to get blasted again. Baby chicks are getting big. Starting them out with some strawberries. It's one of the first things we usually give the baby chicks to start packing on and foraging for themselves, and then it makes them a lot more likely whenever we throw other fruits and vegetables in there for them that they'll start going after them pretty quick. The next thing we'll do as well is we'll start giving them some mealworms as well. So they enjoy those. Of course, they're not cooperating right now, but they'll have these eaten up pretty quick. In here with our big boys, we got Spike and Brick. One thing I want to point out, this is something that's so unique about pigs, is this is where Brick, the bigger one, goes. Whenever it's really cold outside and he doesn't want to go out, he'll go just in this corner. And then in this other stall over here, Spike has the same thing. They will go in that one corner. It actually makes it super easy for us to clean out whenever it's time. And that way they don't go out in the cold. But some of the treats these guys love is they love bananas. They really, they eat about anything. But we like to give them old bananas. Here you go, bud. There you go. Banana peels, apples, strawberries, grapes. They will eat about anything. We try to give them stuff that's a little healthier for them, a lot healthier for them. And then they each get a scoop of grain a day, and that takes care of their needs. They would eat as much as we would feed them, but we don't do that. That way they have a little bit of self-control. Good boys, aren't you, girl? Good boy, Brick. All right, get you some food and fill up your waters. Well, you can see the bison here have pretty much knocked out this whole bale, and then knocked out that entire bale over there. So I'm gonna give them 2 bales today. And I'm going to put a smaller bale, the twine wrap here. I'm going to put a nice brome bale in this one with this really cold weather coming in. That way they are getting plenty of extra nutrients. And then close to where you see that's Kay over there laying down, I'll put another bale, just lay it on the ground, and that'll give them extra room to lay on. So, you guys hungry? There you go, Phyllis. My bad. Good girl. Chief, you hungry? All right. Jane? Chief's not gonna let you. We made a promise, didn't we? Anytime I feed them, I gotta feed you. And the donkeys. Dropped the first 2 bales, one in a bale feeder and the other one down here in an area just west of our creek, another area called the Bottoms. Actually, last year around Christmas, we had some terrible weather come in. Had built I got a bunch of tarps in our corral that was up on top of the hill by the pond, and I tarped the entire thing to keep the cows out of the wind I put 2 bales in there for them when that weather was coming in. And when I came out the next day, they were all down here in the bottoms, and not a single one of them had touched the bales in there. So learned my lesson, and I just started feeding them down here in the bottoms when bad weather comes in, because naturally this is where they like to be. While we're over here, I'm going to, and most of the cows are here, I'm going to feed them some cubes. Typically what I would do is I would open the back window and drop it down, feed them out as I drive. But a little while ago, the back window, the back glass broke, and haven't got it fixed yet. So that's why I've been parking the tractor in the barn, and causes another little issue. But the tractor we had when I was growing up, a Ford 7000, didn't have a cab on it and made it just fine. So it'll be similar to that, but I'm going to see if I can drive the tractor, film, and feed cubes. Worked out better than I thought. Nice long line of cubes. A few more cows coming across the creek. Get some extra protein. They still have a protein tub and a mineral tub that are about half full. So they still have that with this weather coming in, but always nice to give them some extra protein during the winter. One of the things that comes with snow and feeding hay is, you can tell, snow gets on the hay bale, and whenever it comes to taking the wrap off, I've already cut this one, can make it a little more difficult. It's actually not bad right now. What gets really bad is whenever it's freezing rain or the snow starts to melt and then it freezes again and it freezes the wrap on the bale. That makes it really difficult. So today I'm going to try to get 2 bales and park them in the barn. So if it is really bad weather, I'm able to get them out and feed them. We'll see how well that works. All right, I've not tried this one-handed before, but we'll see. Whew, got it, 30. And always have to go back through and make sure there's no wrap on here. If the cows eat it, it can get caught in their intestines and they die. You hungry, girl? All right, looks like we're good to go. Now I just got to get the back one off and I'll feed these 2 bales. Something I love about electric fence is whenever I come into the pasture, I just drop the sticks down, drop the posts down, drive over it. But some of the issue is, you can tell, for whatever reason, the wire is laying on the ground. Luckily, the cows haven't recognized that and didn't walk out of here. But the other issue is there hasn't been much sun the last week, so I'm not getting any, I'm getting very little volts off of the fence. So if the cows ever wanted to test it, they would get right out and we'd be playing Roundup. Got the 2 bales in. This one's a little mounded up. This is the brome bale. There's a little bit left below, so they'll eat off of that. They'll eat down low, and they'll get it all ate. This is one of the twine wrap bales that Jane and Kay, looks like they're playing with it. They'll play with it for a while. They'll eat it. They'll spread it out. They'll have a nice warm spot to lay down. Well, tight fit. Not much room to open and close the door, but got the tractor and 2 bales in here somehow. Barely, but it's in. Last chore for the day is watering the animals down here, chickens and Buck and Elsa. And when I first came out, this line was frozen about halfway up. You can see where the water, I was able to get it to. And I just laid the hose out, let it sit in the sun, and now it is thawed. So we'll fill these up. It's not supposed to freeze till tomorrow morning, so these will stay thawed until then, and I'll get extension cords plugged in, and hopefully these guys all have water just fine over the next week. Thanks for following along today. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up and ring the notification bell so you get notified for future videos. Hope everyone stays well, and we'll see you back here real soon.